they want the drama. Forget about what I bring to the table. Those people want the drama.
Hey y'all, what up? It's your girl Ashley JaNae back here with another video. And thank you so much for tuning into the channel where you never know you're gonna get poo, period. Because you know the AJC is the place to be. Ashley JaNae crew, you know what to do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe because you know you really want to be a part of the tribe. And that's on period. Okay, so let's see where we leave off at, honey. Come on.
Believe me, Tommy Mottola was no Prince Charming.
I bet he wasn't, child. He wasn't no looker either.
Princess, prisoner. Once I was a prisoner. Spectacular gowns and bejeweled slippers.
Beautiful gowns.
As soon as I got that advance, I got my own apartment. I could finally pay my own rent.
She is such a smart girl. For her to have been so, not misguided, but so neglected. You know, she sure was smart. She made sure, she's like I always say, like, look, I only got to learn one time. I experienced something one time. I'm not going to experience it again. I'm not going to go through what I went through before because that would just be silly of me. You know what I'm saying? Her, on the other hand, she sees somebody else go through it and she's like, nah, I'm not finna be this way. Or she goes through something and it's like, nah, I'm not finna do this. You know, from not getting pregnant early, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like you could just tell she had some kind of guidance, you know, unless she was just that smart. I mean, like I said, she did have, you know, some influences to be able to say, yeah, this is not the way I want to go, you know. So I definitely admire that about her, because from a very young age, she was real smart about the way she wanted her life to go. Me, I was just a go with the flow type person. I was just like, well, I'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens if I do this, you know. She's like, nope. My first check, I'm going to get my house. I would have been like, oh my God. At that age, I would have been like, oh my God. I never had a Coach bag before. I'm going to give me a Coach bag. It's like, nah. I don't know what I would have did. But at the same time, that was very smart of her.
The uncertainty and instability, and now here I was.
You know, I feel like she's still saving people because unless she goes into this later in the book, I haven't heard her say what kind of violent things her brother did other than when he pushed her mother down. But I mean, like, to her, like, did he, you know what I'm saying, physically abuse her? You know, did he hit her? Did he touch her? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to know. Well, not to say I want to know because it's, you know, really none of my business. But I'm just saying, I wonder how bad it got because, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, I could imagine if you hit your mom, you'll hit anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But this is a strong woman we talking about here.
Day coming closer and closer to my destiny. I was independent in New York City.
Matoto must be coming up.
Tommy protected me. Even though I was breathing a bit easier with that name, Michael Jackson.
That's my boy. I love Michael.
Who had played a large role or physical attraction there, but at the time I needed safety and stability.
Okay, I am so glad to know this because I was just thinking, this man is not a looker, but neither was Pecker. I mean, Packer, the big one, the tall big one, the billionaire or whatever. Him, he wasn't a looker either, but I mean, he was a billionaire. But I still can't. I don't care if you is a gazillionaire. If you ain't a looker, that mean I can't look at you. If I can't look at you, that mean I can't tackle you with love. So therefore, I can't do you. I can't be with you. We can't be together. But I'm so glad to hear that there was not a strong physical or sexual attraction because I was just wondering. Huh? I didn't know. So now I know. That's great to know. I'm glad. Because I just didn't know.
A sense of home, more than I needed a boyfriend.
I get that.
Tommy understood that. Tommy was 21 years older than me. He could have been my father. He was also the head of my label. There was no, I had been walking in my mother's two small, beat-up shoes, snow pouring in through cracks in the soles.
Okay, look at God.
I had always wanted a family house where I wouldn't be embarrassed to bring my friends.
as hard or as much work as she talking about went into this house, I feel like something bad about to happen. I feel like mama ain't gonna appreciate it or something. I don't know, but they better not do my girl dirty. That's all I know. Let me keep listening.
Special, healing even. It was like preparing a spectacular Christmas for my mother and family.
Oh my
I was
God.
proud of the work that I had done. To me, this house was also testimony. The aroma of rich coffee and hot cinnamon buns drifted past us.
I thought her name was Patricia. Who Carol?
Along the plush grass, squealing with delight. He was full of such pure joy. And still.
Now Mike is her nephew. That's Allison's son, right? I was hoping she had a relationship with with her nephew or niece or whatever, all Allison's children, because you know they didn't ask, you know what I'm saying, for that life. I was really hoping she had a good relationship with them, and I hope that they're not products of their environment. I hope that they are, you know, grew up to be great people, and you know, I don't know. I having an Auntie Mariah, I know their life got to be lit.
Source of joy to me. Heed you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth. That a hero lies in you. Hero, 1993, and I was headed to Schenectady,
I
New
was
York,
3.
to record a Thanksgiving special at a theater. It was not
Theater.
the setting I would have shared, featuring my background singer and friend Trey Lorenz. The song quickly shot to number
That's the guy
one
that's
after the show.
been with her for like ever, right?
Fifth number, I would be easier to control if I were kept ignorant of the full scope of my power.
Of course.
I'm told their travels. Joey Lawrence, remember Joey from Blossom?
Joey Lawrence, one of the Lawrence brothers, the little cute white boys. Is that him? One of the brothers played on Miss Doubtfire as a son. That's the second Miss Doubtfire reference I done did. That used to be my favorite movie. But Joey Lawrence, he played on, he also did, I think one of his newest things was with Melissa Joan Hart. Some little show they had. I hope I'm talking about the right person. I don't know. He was fine though.
Such a heartthrob at the time. Apparently,
It's gotta be him.
significantly sweet message and burnt it in the fireplace before.
That's because he knew he was ugly. Only niggas that know they ugly do shit like that. You shouldn't have been worried. Another young man confessed his love, so what? You have me. So chill out. But he knew he didn't deserve her. So that's why he started acting out. Acting like a little bitch.
See it. A childish act of cruelty, especially to Billy and Sid, who went through all that effort to prove to me how big I was, even among and hero, along with some of my known hits. Emotions make it happen. Nana Reese had told me to hold on to my dreams. I
Yes.
did my best to reclaim it, embellished with lots of my signatures super idols. As I was singing Emotions, and through the several stops and retakes required, singing live for TV recording as tedious, I saw tears well up in their eyes.
Okay.
And hope rise up in their spirits.
It's that kind of song,
Whatever
honey.
cynicism, wounding 19.
Jesus.
3 brave men, Kevin Blum, Mark McGinty, and Michael O'Connor, subdued him, thus preventing more slaughter.
Yes, say their names. Come on, Mariah. Yes. Wow.
And attacks. I sang
What?
the song as part of the America paralleled honor of singing it at the inaugural ball of the first African American president of the United States
Yes.
of America.
Barack.
To this day, Hero is one of my most performed songs.
You ain't gonna say his name?
Music Box would go on to reach diamond. And here's a side note with a side eye. A couple of people have
And here's a side note with a side eye. I just love how she talks, I'm sorry. And here's a side note with a side eye.
for Hero and for me, with both royalties out the window, watching all these people shower me with such love. Not
That's how I be feeling when I be reading y'all comments, y'all. Oh my God. I be like, they love me. They really love me. Oh. And I love y'all back.
a family.
Seriously,
As the
though.
crowd faded from sight, the 13 places I lived with my mother growing up.
13
Enormity,
places.
complexity. Maybe I grew up a little too soon.
Oh my God. Now that song has different meaning for me now. Listen to this. Oh, it has such a different meaning to me now. You know, the thing about it is, like, when I write songs, a lot of times I'm writing about just whatever subject comes to my head. It's possible that I didn't experience that. It's possible I've seen somebody else experience it. It's possible that I've never seen anyone experience it. The idea comes in my head and I just write about it. You know what I'm saying? So hearing Mariah say that she writes, majority of her songs were true and based off of her life, you know, knowing that now, I know that I'm going to be listening to every song I ever hear by her that I even know, you know what I'm saying, back and forwards. I'm going to listen to it differently now because it's like, wow, that had a totally different meaning than what I thought. Or I thought it was just a generic, in general type song. And it was actually it was really, really something that had to do with a piece of her life. That makes me emotional. You made it, girl. You did it.
My big fat Sony wedding and little skinny honeymoon. To announce our
Shade! The shade.
walked inside after the meal. This is also Cartier.
Come on, Cartier.
He said, "You deserve it." That was it. She got into the limo I had waiting for her and rode away. He would calm down and loosen his vice grip on my life.
Because he wanted a piece of your pie. And I ain't talking about that kind of pie. I'm talking about your money pie. I'm talking about your future pie. I'm talking about, yeah, your vagina pie too. But I'm just saying also your everything pie. Everything about you, he wanted some of. He wanted to make sure that he had a little control. And he was funny looking. Okay, I'm not sure.
I hoped maybe he would trust his wife and let her breathe. Both personal and professional fulfillment was unfathomable to me.
Unfathomable. I'm sorry. That was a late reaction. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? That word fathom, I know she said unfathomable. But I just want to say, I remember being in middle school. Or was it middle school or high school? I remember I being in school telling everybody that I learned a new word from Mariah Carey, which was fathom. That was the year that We Belong Together came out. And I was telling everybody, I used to be obsessed with words when I was in school. Like, I would literally, when I was on this dance team, there was one of the girls' dad was an English teacher. And I think he was an English teacher. I don't know, hell. I used to come up to him with words. I'd be like, hey, Mr. Darren, I learned a new word today. And it means, you know what I'm saying? And he would let me tell him my new word every time. I just used to be so obsessed with words. I used to do word searches, and you know what I'm saying? To this day, I tell everybody, like, you cannot see me in a word search. Like, if we do the same word search and we time each other, I'm going to win, you're going to lose. I'm going to finish before you. I've always said that. I challenged one of my teachers in middle school and won and all that, you know what I'm saying? But I remember going around school saying, when she said, I couldn't have fathomed I would ever be without your love. I said, fathomed? Fathomed? What's a fathomed? I'm finna go look up a fathomed. Who's a fathom? And I went and looked it up and I said, oh my God, I learned a new word from Mariah Carey. It's fathom. Ooh, fathom. And I was just, sorry. When she said unfathomable, that just brought that memory back up. I used to be obsessed with words back in the day. I used to love the dictionary. That's crazy. I haven't been like that in a while. I still be doing word searches and stuff though. This don't got nothing to do with this. I'm sorry. I just had a memory, and because of the fact that I'm reacting to this, y'all have to see everything that's going on in my brain at the moment. So anyway, okay. Now that we got that out the way.
Then I didn't choose what glamorous outfit to wear each morning because I thought it was the only way for me to survive in that relationship.
No,
I saw the
baby.
power he could put behind my music, and
No,
he saw the
baby.
power my music could give him.
I hope y'all take this as a lesson that mother's trying to tell us. You cannot change nobody because you marry him. You for damn sure can't change nobody because you pop out a baby for him. You can't change nobody. I got a song to go. You can't change a nigga. You can't change him, babe. So don't chase that nigga. He ain't changing, babe. Cause listen, you can't, Pooh. You can't. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop that clip for y'all so y'all can see it, because it's an hour on here now. So I gotta stop this video and edit it down to 10 or 15 minutes anyway. So we'll stop back at this one. I love the title of this one. This is so clever, shady, totally Mariah fashion. My big fat Sony wedding and my skinny and little skinny honeymoon. That's crazy. I love that title. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna play Can't Change a Nigga for y'all though, so y'all can see. You can't change a nigga. You can't change him, babe. I did that on Voicey. I made up a video on Voicey. Oh my God, I'm getting so off subject. Let me go edit this video. I love y'all and I mean it, but we almost done with Vlogmas. Everybody that is on Patreon, I love you, and excuse me, I will talk to you soon because I have some updates for you guys. Because after Vlogmas, it is all about you guys. And I will be posting once weekly on YouTube and consecutively on Patreon. Okay? If you haven't joined, join, because we got some cute stuff coming up. Anyway, love you on Amenable, period. Make sure you tell your mother and them, all that. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Never thought I'd run into a guy like you, even though it's kinda like I pray for you. Guess I wasn't too specific. I forgot to read the fine print. Consider it an accident. How could I be so stupid? It was red flag after red flag. I ignored it cause I wanted what I thought I could make work. I was acting out of pure hurt. You can't change a nigga. You can't change him, babe. So don't chase that nigga. He ain't changing, babe. You can't change a nigga. You can't change him, babe. So don't chase that nigga. He ain't changing, babe.